Okay, welcome to Kung Fu Habit number 2. This is not a martial art video. If you're on Instagram, I'm sorry, you just missed the good stuff. I still have a fucking headache. Two points. Okay, so, as of the last 3 months, in case you guys aren't up to speed on internet news or whatever, okay, couldn't get a 2-for-1 sale on that one. But if you're not up to speed on internet news, so 9 artists have passed away in 2021. Okay? So, this video ain't for the faint of heart. Okay, so, the 9 that I know of, 3 are Asian, at least 6 may be white. One of them might not be white, that's why I said maybe. Alright, so, start with the Asians first. No offense to anybody who's Asian. So, a young Korean pop singer, a young Korean actress, and the other young Korean pop singer. So 2 K-pop singers and an actress. The male, it's not really sure why he committed suicide, but apparently he committed suicide. I don't know if he was kicked out of the band. It didn't really give any details on Now Net, whatever the fuck that comes across my phone. It's a big red N. The 2 females. One female pop star committed suicide because of her ex-boyfriend. Her ex-boyfriend released their sex tape, and everybody came at her. Everybody started doing all kinds of evil shit, and she passed away by committing suicide. The other female K-pop singer, she committed suicide. I think she might have also either been kicked out of the band, or they weren't making good hits, and she took it amongst herself to take the burden and figured that the world would be better off without her. So that kind of ended her shit. Now the 2 white rappers that I know for sure, one male, one female, one I think his name was 3 Dogs. I'm probably saying that wrong, and I forgot what the chick name was. 3 Dogs was somewhere, he just came out. He's like maybe 21 years old. By the way, the Asian stars that I mentioned were all under 30. They were like mid-20s. Like probably even earlier than that. One for sure, one girl for sure was 23. Alright? And she was just the actress, not the singer and actress. The other one was a singer, and the guy was a singer. And I'm probably getting this shit all twisted up now, because it's got me upset. I found out that 3 Dogs, if that's his name, I'm probably not saying it right. He was a rapper and a TikToker, and the girl who also was a rapper and a TikToker, she was in the UK. She had really funky colored hair. She committed suicide. She thought people were after her. She also was heavily involved in drugs. So she committed suicide as a way to either escape. Don't know if her records was selling or anything. She kind of was like on her way to being the next Amy Winehouse, minus the more in-depth issues that Amy Winehouse had. And if you don't have respect for Amy Winehouse, you should probably be slapped in the face. I'm sorry, I like Amy Winehouse. Now, the other 3, or 4, because I lost count now, but the other ones, they were definitely white or Asian-ish, and they also were TikTokers and entertainers who also had committed suicide. Now, as an actor myself who has not been discovered, and I have you here on Instagram, and I have you here on TikTok, and I have you on YouTube. So I have about 900 of you here on Instagram. I have 112 of you on YouTube, and I have almost 8 or more on TikTok. I might be getting my numbers mixed up, so y'all forgive me. But this is a very serious issue. Alright? The pressure of getting discovered, the pressure of being an entertainer and having it all did you know, all did you do, all did you want to do. It's very, very hard. I'm speaking from experience because I'm 47 and I've been in this business for 20 years and nobody knows who the fuck I am. Nobody. Nobody cares who the fuck I am. If I commit suicide tomorrow, I won't even be a flash in the pan. No worries. I'm not going to commit suicide. See this thing right here? Army Strong has some meaning to it. I was a vet. I got help for my problems. Alright? Thank you, Dr. Bishop, by the way. I shouldn't be shouting her out, but I'm shouting her out because you have to shout out people who look out for you. Okay? So these actors and actresses and TikTokers, man, you guys have to watch the people that we fan. Alright? You have to show the people that you follow that you aren't just following them just so they can follow you back, just so that they can't do what they love. I don't have enough followers to get TikTok famous. I'm working on Instagram. I'm like maybe 200 off of 1,000 people on Instagram, and I thank you all very much for that. And don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I have not given up this fight. I've gone too far, too long for 20 years to quit now. There are days, I will kid you not, there are days where I want to just say, fuck it, quit, give up. But then I know if I do that, I'll never know what could have been. Now granted, I wish I would have came to this realization 10 years ago. However, I was going through some shit. 10 years ago, I came out of the Army, had to get a hip replacement 2 years after that, was on the shelf for 3 years, couldn't do martial arts. As you guys can see, I can still move like a motherfucker. All I need is for everybody here on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram to push me through. That's all I need. One good break to push me through. And if all else fails, I am writing a graphic novel. Let me rephrase that. I have a graphic novel that is 1 or 2 more months away from getting published by Page Publishing. And they're talking about my first graphic novel, but they're publishing my second graphic novel. My second graphic novel was shorter, which is why I submitted it first. Because it's only like maybe 250 pages, not counting the backstory, the background, and all that other shit. But other than that, it's like 250 pages, and it's called American Kunoichi. Alright, moving on from that. This is more important than American Kunoichi. For quite some time now, entertainers have found themselves up against the wall. And the pressure to succeed in the entertainment business is fucking not a joke. Alright? I know. I feel the pressure every day, which is why I'm banking on YouTube, which is why I'm banking on Instagram, which is why I'm banking on TikTok, which as soon as I find out what the hell my Snapchat code is, I'm banking on all my social medias to uplift me and get me to where I need to be. So I need you guys more than you need me. Trust me on that. But at the same time, I'm not going to take my life because I'm not TikTok famous. I'm not going to take my life because I'm not YouTube famous. If it's meant to be, it will be. If it's not meant to be, I'll keep fighting until I can, because that's what I do. Now, a lot of other things have gone wrong in my life, which is why I'm in this boat right now. Which is why I'm fighting to take my life back from everybody in my family who's had babies and had lives, and I got stuck taking care of the diapers and all the other shit that they would not be adult enough to fucking do for themselves. Alright? Yeah, I just called out my entire family, because it's the fucking truth. They're not going to like this video. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm 47. I take care of y'all. I shouldn't have to take care of your kids too. It's not fair. It's not right. Y'all need to grow the fuck up. There you go. Now, moving on to the more important shit. Last year, I mentioned this, and I want to top on this because, first, I have a crush on a wrestler. Everybody on Instagram and TikTok don't know who she is, but everybody on YouTube does know who she is, and I'm going to keep it that way until the good Lord brings me and her together. This is your only hint. Alright? Moving on from that. There was a wrestler who was 22 years old. And she's not the first victim of cyberbullying. And she probably won't be the last victim of cyberbullying. Her name is Hana Kimura. Hana Kimura was 22 years old and she was a great wrestler on her way to the top. She did a lot of things in ROH. She did a lot of things in Stardom, New Japan Wrestling, that kind of shit. So she got on this TV show. It was a reality show like Big Brother, only the Japanese version. One of the competitors on the show washed her outfit. Her outfit, if you guys don't know anything about like wrestlers and their custom-made outfits, those things are not cheap. I have a friend who makes clothes for wrestlers and stuff like that. Shout out to Kim. And Kim does a damn good job. She's made clothes for the late Brody Lee, excuse me. She's made clothes for his partner, Rowan, from WWE, and she lives here in Virginia. Again, shout out to Kim. I'm going to be talking to her really soon about getting me something made as soon as my money gets straight. Anyway, moving away from Kim, she makes good stuff, and you can go find her She's somewhere in here. You can go find her. But Kimora was bullied because she came at the comedian for washing her yay so much expensive ass clothes, and it wasn't supposed to be washed. It like it had to be dry cleaned or something. It was some clusterfuck about how it had to be cleaned. And so when she jumped down his case, since the comedian was more famous than her, and I hope he doesn't sleep well at night, because he didn't even offer the mother an apology. She got a lot of backlash. I'm probably going to get a lot of backlash for this video. And it's probably going to come from a lot of Japanese people who are fans of the comedian and not fans of Hana Kimura. Excuse me, Hana. Hana Kimura's mother was a wrestler. Hana Kimura was a wrestler. Not sure about her siblings, but Hana Kimura was a good wrestler. You guys need to go Google her. When you're done watching this, go Google her. Watch the shit that she can do in the ring. Alright? She's up there with Asuka and Kairi and my crush and a couple of others. Definitely Io Shirai. She's up there. She's on their level. The thing about being on somebody's level is if you don't get the job, you can't show everybody that you're up there on somebody's level. I'll make another video about that in a second. But for the sake of God, cyberbullying has to stop. And these celebrities and TikTokers and Instagrammers and shit, that's my alarm, I'm sorry. The suicide rate is unacceptable. It's unnecessary, it's unacceptable, it's unbelievable. My nose is running, I'm a little emotional about this shit. And the problem is that we aren't teaching our kids that this is not the thing to do. We aren't teaching people this is not the thing to do. We are allowing this shit to happen. We are accepting this shit as it is. We don't give a damn. We just say, oh, you're a keyboard warrior. So I'm going to type to you from 10,000 miles away, and I'm not going to think about the effects this is going to have on your psyche. So let's go further back in time. When cyberbullying first started, I can count on both my hands and toes how many young kids from middle school to high school were told the world would be better without you. Go kill yourselves. And these kids were so emotionally cracked that they fucking did it. I will not give out their names because they're all juveniles. I will give out their races. There was at least 7 young Asian females, 3 Asian males. 7 young black females, 3 black males. 5 young 5 young white females, and about 5 young white males. And this is like as soon as cyberbullying started. You guys can go research this and you can check me and correct me, because I'm probably wrong. I might be way wrong. It might be more than that. But just because you don't hear about it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I will explain that also, because see, a long time ago I had a friend who died in a car wreck, or complications from a car wreck. And my university teacher, she called me a liar. And I had to go and bring her the obituaries from my friend who passed. His name was Reggie. It was back in 1999. He passed away. And I had 3 back-to-back deaths, counting his. I had a guy who was like a big brother to me. He was my cousin's cousin on his mother's side. His name was James. He did a murder-suicide. And then I had a friend named Tony who died from sickle cell. And then there was Reggie. Dooney, a.k.a. James, and Reggie both died in January. Tony died in February. And my teacher told me I need to go get their obituaries because all their funerals was lined up about the same time in the middle of February, which will be this month. And this teacher, I will leave her name out. I don't know where she is and I don't give a damn. But she looked at me and told me that I'm just trying to get out of her class. Don't come into my class without my obituaries of these 3 dead people. And the day that this happened, I told her, 5 black people die every day. Just because you don't see it on the news doesn't mean that it didn't happen. And now it is all over the news, where every time a cop kills somebody black or somebody else kills somebody black, it's all over the news. But this teacher called me a liar and said I just didn't want to hurt her class. And I had to tell her real quick and as politely as possible. First off, you are required by law to go so many days of high school. You are not required by law to go any goddamn days of college. If you miss out on college, that's your fault. But when somebody dies, the last thing a student needs to hear from a teacher is that you are lying to get out of my class. Nah, bitch, if I don't want to come to your class, I'm not going to come to your class. She's the second teacher in my life that I ever called a bitch. The first one was in high school, because I was bullied in high school. Yeah, you just seen me do all that martial arts shit. But in high school, I was Clark Kent. I was Superman at home. But in school, I was Clark Kent because I was afraid of my mother. Because my mom used to believe in ass whoopings. Not like you young people today that don't know what the fuck an ass whooping is. Y'all think that shit's abuse. Nah, this is abuse. When I punch you in the face, that's abuse. When I swat your ass with my hand or my belt, an extension cord, you've done something. And you need to be disciplined for it. And if you want to go old school Chinese, I just make you stand on some fucking bricks on the balls of your feet for about 2 hours. We'll see which one you would prefer. The ass whooping or the bricks. You know, makes no difference to me. The point being made is that cyberbullying takes lives. And we have to do our part to stop it. Because if we don't, it will continue. Thank you guys for watching. It's Kung Fu Habit number 2. Be seeing you. Instagram.